Podcast?
Yeah, podcast. I gotta... Woo! Testing. I tested it before, but I did a bad job testing, so I'm testing again. I keep knocking the gain knob. All right. I think it's... Is this working? Yeah, it's working. All right, cool. So there's the cold open. So, before we get into it, do you want to rent the American Football House with me? Because it is for rent currently.
Wait, is it for rent? Where? How much is it?
It is. It's in Urbana, Illinois. Urbana. I don't know how to say it. It's like a 2.5-hour drive from Chicago. Okay. And it's $18.50 a month. Which it's a fairly big college town. Illinois, that's a pretty standard 4-bed, 1-bath, 1,900 square feet. It's got a deck, washer dryer on the first floor, and free parking. And also, it's the American Football House.
Here's the thing, though. I'm sure the American Football House fucking sucks.
Oh, let me send you a picture.
They took the picture off Trulia. Oh no, wait, did they? No, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck kind of speakers do they have in that goddamn... I don't like this house. It's too small. I thought it was way bigger.
No, the album makes it seem so grandiose, but it's just a dinky little house in suburban Illinois. So
yeah, like all of this, like the walls suck. Sorry, I'm looking at the actual Trulia listing. Yeah. They eat fucking
What?
Lay's Sweet Southern Heat barbecue chips? Really?
That's actually not a bad chip, but what does that have to do with the American Football House?
No, just get regular Lay's. I'm looking at the pictures inside the house on the Trulia listing.
Oh, inside the house. Okay.
Yeah, they posted a blurry picture of the bathroom that looks like the shower curtains in the toilet.
Maybe that's why the pic is blurry. They're like, all right, okay, real quick.
And there's one picture here that's literally like 8 pixels. Here, let me send that to you.
Was that fucking pipe on the ceiling? What is this? There's like linoleum, but there's also like regular tile.
Yeah, and there's like a computer table.
Is this the kitchen? What is this? What even is this room?
This is the American football room.
This is where they play the American football.
You can see the 20-yard line from back there where the stairs are. Yeah. Here's my thing.
Okay.
This house deserves to be turned into like a house venue or something.
Yeah.
At this point, people shouldn't live in it.
It's weird that it's for rent for like people to. It's not a house anymore, right? It's like it's a house.
It shouldn't be. There's a fucking cat tree there in the background. There's like a dirty sponge. Who are these people that are living in this house, and why do they suck?
Well, it seems, par for the course. The kind of like, oh, we're emo, so we can't clean.
You know what also sucks?
What?
Familial by Phil Selway. Welcome to Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast about Radiohead. My name is Mace. I play music as Echo Vessel.
Solid segue, my friend. My name is Nikki Flowers. I play music as Nikki Flowers, and I also play music sometimes as The Smiths. That's right.
You announced that today.
Yeah. Woo! Smiths. The Smiths return. NikkiFlowers.bandcamp.com. Pre-order it. Heaven knows I'm miserable now. Is with the pre-order. There's my plug. I'll plug it again later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Wait. Did the episode already end? What happened?
Yeah. No. Just a little pre-plug. Pre-plug. Can't say words.
A P-plug.
How words go on microphone.
A P-plug.
P-plug.
P-plug. I forgot how to do this podcast, and I forgot what we're doing.
I can't even talk right now. So yeah. No. It's sorry about the delay.
We had a really cool episode that we had lined up, and then it
Yeah, technical
away.
difficulties. We had an entire hour and a half of us talking about Cats, the movie, based on Cats, the musical.
with our friend Al Riggs
Yep, and
Dustin.
it was really good and very funny. Really solid content. The SEO on that would have been wild, but my microphone got all glitchy, and
Mine computer crashed.
It was just a whole thing. But now we're going to talk about not Cats. Sorry.
We're going to talk about the first non-Tom York solo album in the Radiohead oeuvre. There's that word again.
Oeuvre.
We're going to talk about the first non-Tom York one. And I'm sad to see my boy go. I'm sad he's dead for a couple episodes.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that he died, but he'll be back, like Jesus.
We're actually kind of like turning the clock back. Remember the last episode we did, The King of Limbs? That was 2011.
So this one's 2010.
This is 2010,
yeah.
So we have to do the whole episode like it's 2010.
Ooh, travel back 10 years in the past. The economy, right?
I'm sad that Michael Jackson died last year.
Boy, that really did happen.
Ago.
Yep. Where were you? No. Where were you when he died? Like, what were you doing?
Oh, shit. Here's a good time to tell that story.
Yeah.
I was taking a shit.
Okay. That's good. It's good to be regular.
I was taking a shit, literally. I was, just, like, on a break from Tumblr, because it was in 2009, and I was on Tumblr near fucking constantly.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
And I went to the bathroom. And I came back, and my friend had sent me an AIM message.
Wow.
Being like, hey, did you see the news? And I'm like, no, I just got back.
No, I was
What's going on? And he goes, Michael Jackson died. And I'm like, I don't believe you. And went on with my day for an hour.
You're like, nope, he can't die.
I went on with my day for a solid hour before I turned on the TV that was to my left.
Yeah.
And CNN was like, damn, King of Pop.
that was the headline. Damn, King of Pop. So cool, yeah.
Where were you?
I was in my grandmother's house because that's where I lived at the time. I was in school. Not at the moment. When it happened, I was eating KFC with my siblings and my aunt, who hates me.
Okay.
Hated me at the time as well, so that was really tense KFC experience. And the news was on, and I heard Michael Jackson's name come up a couple times, and I'm like, okay, cool, so he's still around. Nope. And yeah, no, we sort of we were in the kitchen, and then we sort of brought our KFC into the living room, and just bonded as a family over the death of the King of Pop. And I think
King of Pop.
That's actually the reason I bring up KFC. I'm not sponsored by them, but
we're open to it.
Yeah, it's actually the last time I had KFC. Not because of the events surrounding it, just didn't. It's not that great.
Actually, KFC was great when I still ate meat. Actually, later that very year. Well, no, this very year, 2010, the year we're recording this.
Yeah.
I did have a KFC Double Down once a week for like 2 months.
Oh my God, how are you alive? I don't know. I'm big on junk food because I'm a piece of shit, but I have limits.
The KFC Double Down was so good though.
Was it? I mean, it seemed like a joke food.
No, I missed it. I miss it. Like, really? Genuinely right now.
Okay. Damn.
And as somebody who's very happy in his vegetarianism, doesn't really intend on eating meat ever again.
Right. Well, that's 2020, Mace. It's 2010. That's 2020. After the record, let's go get a Double Down.
Yeah, let's go get a Double Down, which they have right now.
In 2010.
Banksy hasn't done anything of interest for us to cover on this podcast lately, which sucks.
Yeah.
Well, does it suck?
I'm fine with it.
Okay. Let me see.
In 2010, though, I mean, he was
in 2010, boy, was he doing a lot of, he was doing, like, Disneyland was 5 years away. Oh, he did Exit Through the Gift Shop this year.
Right, I was going to say, Exit Through the Gift Shop was, like, the thing. I thought Disneyland, I forget, is a real one that he did. And, like, not a joke.
Nope, it was fucking real.
Dismaland. Yeah. So yeah, exit through the gift shop. We just saw it. We just came from the
theater.
The theater.
Where they were showing movies. All of them were in 3D.
All of them.
Yeah, I had to go pick up Motorstorm for my PS3 as well.
I mean, you had to. It's the game, you know.
Yeah, the video game.
Everyone's talking about it.
Motorstorm.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, I wish they would release Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know, I give it a couple years, maybe 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next year, 2011, apparently Banksy releases a litho which shows a smoking petrol bomb contained in a Tesco value bottle. We get it.
Ooh, I wonder what he's saying there.
Oh.
Could be so complex that we don't even know.
You want to talk about Phil Selway?
Yeah, I'm done with Banksy.
I mean, I don't know if I'm done with Banksy, but...
Banksy's certainly not done with us. So, Phil Selway.
He's the... Oh, let me quiz you. Who is he in Radiohead?
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He's the drummer.
Holy shit.
I know. I didn't even cheat and, look it up beforehand. I just know that he's the drummer now. I finally know.
Holy shit. He's the drummer.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at him. He's keeping the beat.
Look at him. He's the 4 on the floor, or maybe more. That's him.
Okay, so let's do the quarterly exam. Who does what in Radiohead?
Okay, so Phil. Mm-hmm. Phil Selway drums.
Okay.
Tom York, lead vocalist, as we all know. Sometimes guitar, other stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Computer.
Yeah, computer. We would refer to him in the industry as a multi-instrumentalist. Just some industry speak. Don't worry about it if you don't get it. I'm stalling. Johnny Greenwood is also guitar. Mm-hmm. He's lead, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. Oh my God, the other Greenwood. Don't tell me.
His dad.
He's Johnny's dad. Corbin Greenwood.
Corbin Blue.
Corbin Blue. Colin. Okay, yeah, Colin. Okay, Colin Greenwood is the bassist? Rhythm guitarist?
Both. It's all interchangeable. Who's
fuck.
The last one?
Okay, that's the other thing.
He's putting out a solo album.
He's doing that.
We're stalling for time so that eventually we can cover his solo album on this show.
Ed O'Brien.
Yeah, there we go.
God, fuck. Okay, so I need to come up with a way to remember him. Wait, what does he do?
He screams.
Good. Okay. Screamer. Writing it down. He's okay, so I'll just remember him as he's the great grandfather of Chief Miles Edward O'Brien of Star Trek.
No, he's Conan O'Brien's dad too.
They're all related. Yeah.
Yeah, all the O'Briens are related.
Yeah.
So this is one of those albums that we don't have much to go on. We're just kind of going on song feel and mouth feel, really.
Yeah. Yeah. You put the record in your mouth too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I bought it, put the record in my mouth, returned it. Mostly just I said it was damaged.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was after you got through with it. Familial by Phil.
This is one of those albums that has no information anywhere. It's one of those albums that, you look for information, but it's not fucking anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, Genius doesn't have any annotations, doesn't have fucking anything.
You got no fun trivia?
There's no fun trivia.
Huh.
There's no, he just apparently put this into the world fully formed and didn't give a fuck about whether or not we're going to do a podcast on it 10 years later.
Well, joke's on Phil, because here we fucking are. Minute 15, we're going to start talking about Familial.
Before we start, the premise of the last episode was that we were going to start talking about Familial for an hour, and never did.
Right, yeah, no, we were like, before we talk about Familial, and then we talked about Cats for an hour and a half, and the joke was that we didn't want to talk about Familial, but we have to now.
Oh wait, hold on. I've got some trivia, live trivia.
Yeah, hit me.
As something that I think we can all relate to in this last sentence here. A self-proclaimed bedroom noodler, Selway says he mostly gave up songwriting once he became bedroom noodler, come on.
I mean, we're all doing some noodling in there, yeah. It's a sex joke.
He mostly gave up songwriting once he became a drummer in his late teens and only recently began working on songs again during breaks from Radiohead. Now even he admits his new record is a surprise. Us too!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
it's a cardinal sin for drummers to come into rehearsals with the comment, I've got this song. I don't think anyone knew I played guitar or sang. Even I didn't think I could sing before.
He's such a drummer that he forgot. Like, he just didn't even... He's like, oh, I'm a drummer. I can't do other stuff.
This is like the other notable drummer that we've covered on this podcast.
To be fair, Ringo can barely do that, too.
Yeah.
So Phil's already, he can drum.
The difference is that Phil should have brought these songs into Radiohead sessions, and Ringo just shouldn't have bothered.
Yeah, what was the Octopus Garden or whatever?
I don't like that song at all.
I'm not, it's easy to shit on the song, and everyone does, and it's, oh, you hear that?
Yeah?
The alarm? It's the Ringo police.
He's here.
We've bashed on him too long. Yeah, it's easy to shit on Ringo and Octopus Garden. It's because it's also fun and necessary.
Yeah, because it's a bad song, and all the songs he ever wrote were bad, including Yellow Submarine. Yep. So, now 43, with a wife and 3 kids. Damn, he was 43? He's 53 now, then, I guess.
Woo, yeah.
Selway wistfully explores themes of growing older and the importance of family. Like you do when you're 43, I guess.
No, that makes sense.
What are you going to write about, a colonoscopy?
I mean, you could.
See Uncut Gems in theaters now.
And I have yet to see it. I don't get that. That's for the listeners out there.
Selway wistfully explores themes of growing older and the importance of family, and even steps into darker territory like fear and depression. Oh, ooh, I know
spooky.
That. Their tracks are imaginally packaged with some nice digital glitch textures without trying too hard to resemble Radiohead songs.
Without trying too hard is the key phrase there. Bam! I would drop the mic, but that would be bad for the audio.
And then apparently Wilco's drummer Glenn is in on this.
Glenn Wilco?
Yeah, Glenn Wilco. There's Jeff Wilco. There's Glenn Wilco.
It's a Wilco family reunion here.
Yeah, I mean, if you had just showed me a picture of Phil Selway without telling me it was Phil Selway of Radiohead, and without me knowing it was Phil Selway of Radiohead, I would have told you he was in Wilco.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's talk about these songs, I think.
By some miracle, we have reached the point in the episode where we actually talk about the album.
20 minutes in.
Yep.
By some miracle, I don't like this song.
Yep.
I think I like it a little bit, maybe. It's very... I read in a kind of description... Actually, I gotta preface this. We are kind of both going in blind here, because this is the first time I've listened to this album since 2010.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ever, and I was like, whoa.
No.
Damn. Okay.
So I'm just kind of shepherding through this. It's like a horse shepherding another horse.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool, actually. 2 horses. Anyway, I read in just kind of like the description on Apple Music that was like, it blends Nick Drake with Radiohead's The Bends, and I'm like, this comes pretty close.
I mean,
this track,
kinda. I guess I get what they're coming from, but. No.
There are no moments on this album where Phil Selway is very, very mad he's going to beat the shit out of me.
Right. There's none of that.
Yeah.
And there should have been. Because, yeah, like this one, thought it was interesting that there are no drums in this one. At least none that I could hear.
He was... I don't know what the drummer was thinking when he didn't do drums on it.
Yeah, you just sat there? What are you doing? Greg Wilco, whatever?
Yeah, what does Greg Wilco do on this one?
I can't remember any of these people's names. The chorus is kind of nice. Like
it's all right.
Yeah, but the rest of it's pretty bland. The outro is a little too twee for my taste, but
the very end of it reminds me of remember Monsters Inc. and that put that thing back where it came from, or so help me, where he goes, put it back where you found it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly.
But that's just me. And also these lyrics happen to add the 1, 2, 3, 4 to the beginning, which is very funny, I think.
Oh, the lyrics, yeah. Very
yeah,
ASMR count in there, too.
all of these songs have really, really, really ASMR sounds. It's
Really
like he's whispering into the mic.
hushed lyrics, yeah.
I think I would call it maybe like a... It's like if... I don't even know how to describe it. Like if James Hetfield went and made a Sufjan Stevens album.
That's cutting. You're really going for Phil's neck there.
I don't consider that a bad thing.
No, it's it's just what
it's
this
just he did
feels
the
like.
drums on the national anthem, and now he's here whispering into the mic.
Yeah, it's odd.
Especially this is the time where like, Johnny's getting really into like scoring movies, and he's doing like Paul Thomas Anderson films, which we'll cover later.
Oh, thank God.
And then
Because that means we get to watch Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
Exactly.
Yay!
And then Tom York and his new computer, the Devil computer.
Let's not dwell on that.
They're DJing a lot. They're doing a lot of DJing, growing his hair out, hanging out with Flying Lotus.
That's fun.
And Phil's just here.
Phil's doing Familial.
And let's talk about Beyond Reason.
Okay. I guess.
I kind of like this one.
It's there's some interesting little sonic sprinklings of something, like it sounds like it's trying to be a little in rainbows a little bit,
a little bit,
like just a touch.
It brings back that feeling of like the entire album. I was like thinking, damn, this guy did OK Computer.
Yeah. Yeah, like this guy is the drummer for like one of the biggest rock bands ever.
But here he is just putting an album out on a tiny... Well, not tiny. Bella Union's not a tiny label. But like...
Yeah, but it's a tiny... It's a very... It's a...
It's not a tiny label like, say, Neo-Detritus.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys, by the way.
Ugh. But this album is it's small. You know what I mean? Like, it's produced very small. The arrangement, it's all small,
It's like a tilt-shift album.
Yeah. That's a good metaphor. And also, like, spoiler alert, for the next, 40 or so minutes, we're going to keep shitting on the album. But, sorry for the spoiler. But, to be fair, kind of brave of him to put something out like this, Yeah,
you know what? I think I would be, like, scared to put something out.
Yeah, I mean, you're the drummer in, like, one of the biggest bands ever, and you come out with your little, I guess, like, folk album, almost,
With your little whisper album, yeah.
Little acoustic whispers. Acoustic whispers. That's I'm gonna write that down. That might be something. Acoustic whispers.
Acoustic or acoustic?
Acoustic. No, caustic whispers.
Fair. Caustic Window. I love Aphex
Caustic. Shut up.
It's just it's so weird to go from like big to tiny,
and
I guess
yeah,
it must feel good for him.
I mean, why would he do this without having a reason, like wanting to do it? So good for him.
Yeah, I mean it's beyond reason.
It's beyond reason, and
I do get a lot of like In Rainbows vibes from this though. Like you can tell he definitely like they were finishing In Rainbows and he was like, "Oh, I've got these songs," and Tom was like, "Go."
Get out.
Leave. Or they were finishing up the King of Limbs, and there weren't enough like tree references to.
Yeah.
Is this the King of Limbs Part 2? Or because this came out in 2010. This was the King of Limbs Part 1.
This is the prequel. Yeah.
Damn.
This is King of Limbs Phantom Menace.
No. It's the King of Limbs 1.8 HD remix. Chain of Memories.
Oh God. Yeah, Beyond Reason. I don't know.
It's all right.
It's kind of slow. Whatever.
We might not even go for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to come up with something to talk about. Let's, for example, maybe we talk about A Simple Life.
The Simple Life. Oh yeah. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie were the best of friends in 2002, and I don't know why they're not friends anymore. Wait. Oh no, we're talking about A Simple Life.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we got to talk about the boring thing, which is boring.
That's hot. But what's not hot is this. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, Phil, I'm always shouting him out. That's like one of my catchphrases. Shout out to Phil. And I love him. Love the guy. He's a great drummer. I don't... you know?
We've got a whole nother album of his to cover after...
Okay.
He put one out in 2014. He was just on a little streak there, it looks like.
Yeah, are those the only two?
For now, I guess.
Okay, well, let's stick with this one before we get ahead of ourselves.
We're still kind of in the kind of like negative space between Radiohead albums. The last one was 2016. They should start now on one. Honestly.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, one of these days.
One of these days, at our release cadence, we will be covering the new Radiohead album.
So Simple
this
Life.
Song is boring.
Yeah, it's boring. It starts boring. The lyrics are very generic. Not just in this song, but this is what made me notice it. This song is that they're very like quiet indie generic lyrics. You know what I mean?
It reminds me of an Iron and Wine album.
Yeah.
But like, I really like Iron and Wine.
I would listen to an Iron and Wine album. You know, it's. In 2010, I probably was.
In 2010, all I was listening to was The Flaming Lips, which sucks now, but like, you know what? Embryonic was a good album, and I'm not going to back down from that.
I wouldn't ask you to, because I also agree.
We're talking about things that were good in 2010, and not things that were, that are good on this album.
Yeah. Well, to this song's credit, once the drums and bass come in, it finally becomes something.
Yeah.
But what it becomes is, like, not all that much, still.
Yeah, I get where they're coming from in comparing this album to Pink Moon, because Pink Moon is also very quiet.
Yeah, but Pink Moon had, like, oomph. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pink Moon sounds like it was recorded also in his sleep.
Yeah. But in a totally different, better way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry. I know you took like a creative risk here, and I don't think it entirely didn't pay off, but it's not working for me, bud.
It's just, I think it's our personal preference. The lyrics of the song sound like they sound like an emo song. Like,
yeah.
Basically, if you read the lyrics, if you put these lyrics to, say, like a Hawthorne Heights song.
Yeah.
Like take a good look at them.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, let's look. Yeah.
Like,
okay, yeah.
That's fully Hawthorne Heights.
This is, you know...
Ohio is for Lovers, whatever the fuck it's called.
Right, something like that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's, like, entirely bad, the lyrics, but the way they are... It's so... The way he delivers them is, it's so milquetoast.
It just exists.
Yeah, and especially when he goes into the cliches, which he does a lot. The way, you know, if there was some, like... I don't know, some emotional grit or something there. I don't know, probably would have worked. But when he delivers these cliches in such a whispery, quiet, like, polite, it just sort of, blah, you know.
I just read that this album was recorded from 2001 to 2010, so he was doing this shit during Amnesiac.
What? No. 2001 and 2010, it took him 9 years to make this? So, Phil, these sound like demos. These sound like... Phil.
Also, apparently, by some miracle, I remember this now, that by some miracle, the first track was the first single, which is the best choice he could have made.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, lead with your strongest thing.
Track.
Yeah.
Can I read you some reviews before we continue?
Yeah, let's do it.
Andy Kellman of AllMusic, this is from Wikipedia, complimented the album's lyrics, saying they soothed rather than seethed, which is exactly what I said on the first track.
Right.
And wrote that subtle, touching albums like this should be made more often. I don't know that it was touching to me, Andy.
It was subtle, for sure, but, like, it didn't, you know, he had a lot of things to say about family, sure, but he didn't really say anything about family. He was just like...
You said a ton of cool shit about family in 2010 or in 2009?
Whomst.
Panda Bear. Welcome to Panning Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast about Panda Bear.
That's how you talk. That's how you do songs about family.
Yeah. That's how my girls, that's how you do songs about family.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking slow motion tomboy. That's how you do the songs about family. This is not an Animal Collective podcast. I'll shut up.
Okay.
This review from Pitchfork Media described Familial as a modest-mannered record that prizes directness, simplicity, and bittersweet sentiment above all. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Being very fair, actually.
They got a 4.9.
Okay, well.
I think is maybe too harsh for that.
I don't know. I'd have to... Let's get through the rest of the album, but I don't know, 4.9 is... It's hovering where I would put it, actually.
Yeah. All eyes are on the next record. The next song.
Well,
all eyes on
you're
you.
already trying to get to the next record. Slow down. Yep. Yeah, so here's my notes. This is when my notes started to really fall apart. And this is yeah. So I have Cane of Limbs-esque FX loop buried way in the mix is kind of nice.
Yes. I actually really, to this album's credit, I love that.
No, it's great. No, I love when he does that. There should have been more of it. But I get that he was trying to, like, not be super, I'm in Radiohead, which
he was trying to save it for Radiohead.
Which is fair, and I get why he did that. I continue.
But here's the thing, the other solo artists don't save it for Radiohead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you know, I don't know. I continue on. Oh my god, is this whole album slow acoustic guitar shit? Oh my god, yes it is. Oh my god. There's 6 more songs left. And that is what I had to say about All Eyes on You. It just, the song sort of came and went, didn't it?
It kind of, and that's okay, I think.
For this album, sure.
I like when the songs don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah, which you know, does happen.
I just typed Phil into my Apple Music, and instead of getting to Familial by Phil Selway, I got No Jacket Required by Phil Collins, which is an album I'd love to listen to right now.
Now, there's another drummer named Phil who could do a solo album.
Yeah.
A solo career, let's be honest.
How come Phil Collins wasn't in Radiohead?
What the fuck?
Could they not get him?
What
Was
the
he
fuck,
busy?
Phil? So they had to go with this backup Phil?
He's not a backup Phil. He's a good drummer.
No,
but
he
he's
is.
Also
I know.
yeah,
I know.
This is the genre in this is singer-songwriter. This is like really panning out like the Pablo Honey episode.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if I'm being harsh for comedic effect or if I really just didn't like this album a lot, but I don't think it's as bad as Pablo Honey.
It's
I want
definitely
to say that.
not as bad as Pablo Honey. Nothing is.
Right. No, I mean, I would be impressed if it was.
Would you say that Polk Pull Revolving Doors is worse than Pablo Honey?
Well, that's not really a fair comparison because it's an album versus a song, but...
Yeah, but anything... Well, is Polk Pull Revolving Doors better than anything on Pablo Honey? And I'm watching, and I am on guns.com.
Okay. I guess then my answer is no. Or yes? I don't know. What do you want? I forget the question. Put the gun down.
Oh, man. Well, those are the ties that bind us.
When it started, when I was like, oh, okay, upright bass, yeah. And then it, like, the bass went away and it went back to the same acoustic guitar shit, I was so pissed off.
He keeps giving you little morsels of cooler shit.
Little bits of like, oh, look at this fun little effects loop that I did. Oh, it's way in the mix and it's only for a little bit. Oh, fun little upright bass riff. Oh, this could lead somewhere. No, it just, I don't know.
He's like, here's a little loop. Never mind.
I mean, the bass does come back in the song, but it's not as forthright as it was in the intro, and it's not as like cool and interesting as that loop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Also, is this the first? I think I wrote this down, and I'm not sure if I'm correct, but I think I am. This is the first time we hear cymbals.
It is in this whole album.
Where are the drums?
My man, what are you doing? The drummer.
I thought Glenn Wilco or Greg Wilco, whatever the fuck his name is, was
Glenn Kochke.
Yeah. Where'd he go? Is he just not in the booth recording?
He was on loan from Jeff Tweedy, and Jeff Tweedy decided that he needed him. Jeff Tweedy, the guy who rents out his band members?
Yeah. Rent a band. His very lucrative side gig. Yeah, so that's all I got.
All right. We gotta kind of like sidebar the show real quick. We got 5 tracks left, but I'm trying to fill some space.
I got one. I got one.
Go ahead.
So, on Twitter,
Okay.
everyone is in hell all the time. But I did find a fun tweet. It was a poll by YouGov, which is I don't know, some polling people.
YouGov.
What? Oh, YouGov? YouGov? I don't know. They might be British. Their
Possibly.
Twitter location says Earth, so fuck you then. Okay. But this is a British centric poll, and I thought we're talking about a Brit. Let's talk about other Brits because we really need to fill some space. Here's the poll. Top 10 reasons why Britons wouldn't want to go to the moon, even if their safe return were guaranteed. So, this is really good. So, I don't know, they asked, let's see, did they say how many they asked? Nope. Great. Okay.
Nope, they just asked a couple people, it looks like.
Yeah, so just a handful, whatever. So, they asked a bunch of Britons, would you go to the moon even if your safe return were guaranteed, like no danger at all? Here are the reasons people gave when they said no. 23% simply said, not interested.
I think it's just 23 people.
Maybe 23 people. 23% said not interested in going to the fucking moon for free and danger-free. Okay.
Wait, for free?
Yeah, this is... Yeah, no, I don't think I mentioned that. This is, if you could just go to the moon... If someone just was like, hey, let's take you to the moon, there's no way you could die or be injured. It's on the house. 23% not interested.
What?
Yeah, so this is Britons we're talking about. They're fucked. It gets even better. This is my favorite part. If you thought that was wild. I can't even say it. It says 11... Hold on. This said 11% said... Not enough or nothing to see or do on the moon.
It's the fucking moon!
It's the moon! Oh, I'm sorry, there's no water park or mall center on the moon!
Or there's no McDonald's on the moon, innit?
Oh my god, it's just like...
I'm got Tesco there.
I'm sorry, exiting the one place you've ever known in the universe to go to an entirely new biosphere where your gravity's... Oh, no, sorry, there's not enough to do. What the fuck, Britain?
Fuck.
Oh my god. So 10% said would rather visit other places on Earth. Okay, that's still... I mean, you could also do that and also go to the moon. It's not, oh, I'm on the moon, can't go anywhere else now. No, that's not... Okay. 9% said, no point.
Wow.
There's no point in going to the moon, said the dumbest people on the planet. It's the moon. Okay. This is the other good one. 9% said that they rejected the premise that safe return could be guaranteed.
Honestly?
Which is like...
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong, but imagine being like, well, actually, you can't really guarantee it. It's a hypothetical question, you dick.
Oh, wait, what if I die?
Oh, but I could die. You should.
Die the lorry?
You dick? Okay.
Which one do you think that Tom York voted for?
Well, let's get there. We're getting there. Trust me, I got it all. It's coming. 7% said too long to get there. So, that's great.
It's like a week.
Yeah. What? To be fair, England is so tiny that if they had to drive anywhere in the United States, they'd lose their minds.
Yeah, probably.
6% said too old, which actually makes sense.
Like the moon or them?
Didn't say, but I'm gonna assume them.
Here's the thing,
and I get it. There's some British people that are good and nice. I get it, but most of you suck. I'm sorry.
Britain to me is like Radiohead, Brexit, and transphobia.
Yeah.
And not wanting to go to the moon?
Oh, dear fucking God. Okay.
Wow. Anyway. What's our next song? It is Patron Saint by Phil Selway from the album Familial in 2010. Drummer of Radiohead.
Yep. Here's what I got in my notes.
All right.
All of these songs sound the same. Sorry, Phil. That's it.
Yeah, here's the thing. We're doing this, I think, at this point out of obligation to Radiohead.
I mean, we have to.
Not the podcast. But
No,
like,
for Radiohead.
No, we're not doing the podcast out of obligation to Radiohead. We're doing this episode specifically out of obligation to Radiohead.
Yeah, this is more charity than anything.
But we know what the answer is when I ask if we're picking up something good.
We may not even have to do that bit. I think we'll have to for the sake of, tradition, but I don't know.
Oh, please don't turn on the transponder yet, please.
No.
I do. This song, to its credit, has a lot of very Radiohead lyrics, though.
Okay, yeah, give me some.
Like a web of lies and compromise. You play me for a fool.
Yeah, see, that's fair, but coming out of Phil's mouth, it sounds tacky. It's honestly his delivery with a lot of these lyrics is just he's too earnest.
He's whispering.
He's way too earnest and direct. I need Tom's weird, whoa, what the fuck does that mean, Tom? You know what I mean?
I think maybe this album would be more interested if Phil had also chopped up a bunch of words, thrown them in a hat, and just recorded that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels even the lyrics kind of feel samey. Give me a lyric from a random song, and I couldn't tell you what song it was from.
Mm-hmm. How about okay? Here we go. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
The Ties That Bind Us.
Okay, right. Correct.
Oh, okay. So maybe. Okay, cool.
Real quick before we continue, I'm gonna name some members of Wilco, and you tell me whether or not they're actual members of Wilco, or I made them up and they're actually Frasier Frasier character names.
Oh, okay. So I was so afraid of this because I only know Jeff Tweedy, but I have binge watched all of Frasier multiple times. So let's fucking do this.
Okay, Eddie.
Oh, you're throwing me a curveball already. I mean, that's the dog in Frasier, but it could also be a Wilco guy, right? I'm gonna go with Frasier dog.
Sure. Could be.
What it is, though.
It is the Frasier dog.
It's Frasier's dad's dog.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me. I'm a
Patrick
Frasier head.
Sansone.
Patrick Sansone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Wilco, right?
Yeah, that's Wilco.
Okay.
Come
on, you gotta really...
Twitchell.
Sorry, come again?
Walt Twitchell.
Wilco.
No, that's Frasier.
Really? Who's Walt Twitchell?
I don't know. I'm just scrolling through the names of Frasier characters.
Oh, this must have been one guy in one episode. All right.
Niles Crane. Great. That was a curveball. Nels Klein.
I don't know, Wilco.
Yeah, that guy's Wilco.
Yeah.
Michael Jorgensen.
I'm gonna go with Frasier?
Nah, Wilco.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Michael Jorgensen sounds like a fucking meathead.
Jill Chesterton.
It's Gil Chesterton. I'll have you know.
Whatever.
It's Frasier.
Jeff Tweedy.
Oh, okay. You made him up.
No, he's not in either.
Great.
We should probably finish this album.
This was a fun game. But I think we do need to wait. I think that burned a couple minutes. Yeah, let's get back to the album.
Do you think people are going to enjoy listening to this?
Who gives a shit?
I think the next episode will be much more fun.
We're doing this for ourselves at this point anyway.
Falling by Phil Selway. Here's the thing. It reminds me of a better song, which is that one, The Wilhelm Scream by James Blake. Because I just keep falling. I just see falling in there, and I'm like, damn, yeah, I love James Blake.
Yeah. Damn, I could be listening to James Blake right now.
And I was going to say an album that came out in the same year, but I feel like James Blake came out in 2011?
Same thing.
Same thing. All those years, 2010 to 2012 are the same year to me.
Oh, it's all a blur. Yeah.
This song isn't good.
Here's what I got for my notes. All of these songs are about lights and if they're on or not. Because as soon as he says it's just a trick of a light in this one, I'm like, this guy just keeps talking about lights and darkness. That's it. That's the whole album.
You know who's even better at doing songs about lights, even though he's a piece of shit now?
Who is it?
It's Kanye West. Like I got more enjoyment out of listening to like All of the Lights or Flashing Lights or Ultra Light Beam than
really
I did
did a lot
to
of
the song.
yeah, he did a lot of Lights songs.
It's like a thing. He has like
Yeah.
a bunch of light songs, not like light music. I think that's Jesus is King, but
God. Is that the one where like he says you're my Chick-fil-A? Is that
Yeah, that's the new one where he talks about the Lord.
right? I still think about you're my Chick-fil-A probably I'd say at least once a week.
Here's the thing. The album sucks shit.
Absolute shit.
But everybody is eating it up like it doesn't suck shit.
I do love that about Kanye is that he could kind of just do whatever he wants and people will eat it up. And that's, it's aspirational in a way, in some ways.
Some ways. That's the thing, like, the album sucks. I listened to it the very first day it came out.
You made me listen to it the day it came out, too, yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's not fun or enjoyable.
But every day in LA, I see people who are, like, clout chasing, who are, like, here, like on Fairfax and shit, buying Supreme clothes. They're like, the album rules. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Of course, the Supreme people would like it.
You know what album actually might be better than Jesus is King, though? It's Familial by Phil Selway.
Yeah, no, I'll give Phil that, that's...
It's definitely not better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but, like,
that's
what is?
True. Yeah, what is, though?
This song seems kind of sad on Broken Promises.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make fun of it because I feel like it's actually coming from a place of, like, genuine, like sad for him.
See, okay, yeah, no, I will agree, and here's what I have in my notes. I have no more notes, really. I'm not hating this, I'm just kind of bored. I guess the melody in the chorus is nice. Phil seems sad.
Yeah, I hope things are okay, Phil.
Yeah, I got to this one and I was like, wait, so is he getting divorced? Is this what this album is? Or is it just about, like, the concept of family? I couldn't tell.
No, we'll get to divorce, but not right now.
Ooh.
Not
like
Phil.
the
Phil's
sound
not
of
getting
that.
divorced from anybody.
I got so excited that he was getting divorced. What kind of person am I? Like, ooh, that could be a fun album. Nikki, that's a relationship falling apart, you monster.
I'm gonna let you pick which member of Radiohead gets divorced.
Oh, I get to pick who gets divorced, not
guess
who does.
That doesn't actually happen. You get to guess who gets divorced.
Oh, damn.
And I'll tell you whether or not you're right when the divorce episode comes along.
Oh, so do I pick right now?
Yeah, if you want to, you can just pick a divorcee.
Well, you already told me Tom does.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing it's a second divorce.
It could be.
Ooh, okay. Throw me a little curveball. Hold on, let's wait for this fucking motorcycle. Why? Every single time. There's nothing on this road until I start recording, and then it's every fucking motorcycle in northern Chicago. Okay, sorry.
They know when you record, and they're like, I want to be on picking up something good.
Fuck Radiohead. My guess is Chief Edward O'Brien.
Okay, I'll tell you when the divorce episode comes along.
Great.
Let's get on that high rope for this next one. Let's not look down on Don't Look Down.
Oh, I was like, high rope, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I remembered. Yup. Here's my notes. Okay, one more track to go after this. You can do it, Nikki.
And then there's more references to light.
Yeah, just seriously, every song is about light or darkness. If the light is on, if it's off, let's turn the light on, let's turn it off. I love that. Love it. It's good.
And then it's like, I'm tied to you, you're tied to me. It's like we're on a high trapeze. That's such a weird metaphor, Phil.
That was part of why I thought this was about divorce. Like, there's like a theme of like ties that bind us and broken promises, and like they're on a tightrope together, and like if one, they both have to stick together or else they fall. That sort of thing. I thought it was like alluding to that.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but here's the thing: it can't be good when you're writing about just regular shit, and then people think it's about divorce.
Yeah, that's not. That's You maybe got to look into your whole thing there, Phil.
As a songwriter, that's my worst nightmare, that I will release a song and people will be like, oh, are you getting divorced?
Hey, is everything okay? No, everything's fine. What do you mean?
No, I love my partner very much. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the trick is I write lyrics about how I have depression and nothing else. So when people, if I ever write a song about happy lyrics, then people will be like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
Anyway, I think that's all I can really say.
I'm really trying to come up with more things.
I'm genuinely more interested by this link under the Genius lyrics. It says, for the record, is Tyler the Creator's Igor good or bad?
Is this like just a Genius link in general, or is it like someone put this on Familial? It's like, let's see what the Phil Selway fans have to think about Igor.
No, it's a Genius link in general, but imagine if the Radiohead subreddit was just basically like, it's a Tyler the Creator subreddit.
How about that Igor, huh?
How
do you
about
think?
Felicia the Goat? What?
What do you think?
About what?
Igor.
I think it's fine.
Same.
It's like not Flower Boy, but it's also...
Oh my god, the motorcycle won't stop. Yeah, I agree. I hate motorcycles. What were you saying?
I'm saying it's not Flower Boy, but it's not like...
Jesus.
It's also not Bastard, which is
that's
terrible.
That's the spectrum. It goes from Bastard to Flower Boy.
And Cherry Bomb lies somewhere in the middle there.
Oh man.
Welcome to our Tyler the Creator podcast.
Is there a fucking leaf blower convention outside? What is that?
It's Tyler himself.
God, he is creating a ruckus.
Did I ever tell you the story about how on my birthday in 2015 I was walking down Fairfax Avenue where all the the trendy stores are, and I walked in front of the Supreme store. It was the second time I've mentioned Supreme on this show.
Yep.
On this episode, and I saw Tyler the Creator do like a high kick, and he almost kicked me in the face.
Really?
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator did a high kick in your direction.
In my direction, and almost kicked me in the face, and I had to kind of like swerve.
What did he do? What did he say? Anything?
He said, "Oh, sorry."
Okay. Yeah, cool.
That sounds like I lied, but it actually happened.
No, that sounds like a normal LA interaction.
Yeah, like when you're drawing in a deli and U2 shows up.
I'm always like, I don't know, Chicago is the third largest city in the country. We have somewhat of an entertainment biz. Like, a lot of stuff is filmed here. You're always bumping into fucking Tyler the Creator and Migos and all these people. Where's
Stevie Wonder?
Stevie Wonder? Literally Stevie Wonder. And where are my Chicago celebrities? Where are they?
Well, Kanye lives in Calabasas.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can always bump into the Wilco building.
The Wilco building? They have a building?
The Yankee Hotel Foxtrot album cover.
Oh, I was like, what is Wilco? Why do they have a building in downtown Chicago?
You could always go to the Wilco building. That's what y'all have, I think.
The Wilco conglomerate.
And you have that 3-story Starbucks.
Not yet. I don't think so.
No, it's open, I think.
Oh, well, it goes to show you how much I'm in the Loop.
Then you have the Loop, which is, I don't know what that is.
The Loop? Oh, it's a little catchy name for the downtown area.
Why is it called the Loop?
Well, because of the L train. It forms a loop downtown.
Mm-hmm. Does the L stand for loop?
No, it actually stands for elevated. It's really confusing.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I know, because also it's not even elevated the entire time, just sometimes.
What the fuck?
I know. God bless the CTA, though. I don't know what I would do without it. Fuck the buses, though.
Buses are bad everywhere. You know what song title sounds like a Radiohead song, but then when you listen to it, it's not actually that good? Like a Radiohead song?
I don't know what it could be, but maybe The Witching Hour?
By Phil Selway? Yeah.
Yeah, from Familial.
In 2010, yeah.
The drummer from Radiohead.
Yeah. It sounds like a Radiohead song, and it sounds like you're about to get, like, real into it.
Yeah, like Tom's gonna threaten to put a spell on me or something.
Yeah,
you know?
And sixth line in, lights across the sky.
I know. I have that written down. That is like one of the only notes I have for this song. The other note I have is ooh, because of the intro, and that's all I could muster.
The intro is nice.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
But it's definitely not like...
It doesn't lead to anything good.
Yeah, it's... I feel like... I wish this was a Radiohead song called The Witching Hour, because it'd be a lot more interesting. Like, Tom York would be like, whoo, and there'd be like a computer line like...
fucking witch.
There'd be like a line in the back going... And then like... and then the bass would be like... And then Phil would be giving us the good drums.
Yeah.
But it's none of this.
None of this. It's just the same boring acoustic bullshit that we've gotten the entire time.
Yeah, like, he robbed us of Tom going, I'm the witch, I'm the witch, I'm the witch, I'm the witch.
I'm the witch.
I'm the witch.
So that's The Witching Hour.
And I think that's Familial by Phil Selway.
That's Familial, folks. We did it. We got through it.
Despite everything.
Yeah, we're gonna play one more game before we turn on our transmitters, and maybe we picked up something good. We're gonna play a little game called How Many Times Does He Mention Light? So, let's go through it.
22 times over this 30-minute album.
22 times. Good job, Phil. Also, wait, can it be 22 and a half? Because he does say D-lights in The Witching Hour.
That's fair. Yeah, that counts.
It's a sword of light. It's the D-light.
22 and a half times.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
are we, Nikki?
Yeah. What's up?
Are we picking up something good?
Well, I think I could already tell you, but...
Let's turn the transmitter on.
Hold on, let me go grab it. Let me just... I actually do need to... It's across the room.
Alright.
Okay, I think, yeah, let's...
Ready?
Let me just... Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, here we go. I'm the witch. I'm the witch. I'm the witch. Witch.
Okay, let's see.
I'm thinking of something incredible.
Are
Just
you?
kidding.
Oh, you got me. I'm picking up something that kind of sucks and is a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, I'm really, really sorry, Phil, but it sucks.
I really wanted to like it because I like Phil. I think he's like he's an incredible drummer. Like, I don't want to take that away from him because of how much I just shat on him for the past hour or so. And I'm not shitting on him. And it's not really shitting. I'm merely pissing.
Yeah, we're taking the piss, as they say in England.
Yeah. Oh, I hate them.
We are not taking the piss on, like this joke. This isn't like a joke review. It's a serious review.
Oh, it's very serious. We've never made a joke.
However, it's just not good, Phil, and I'm so sorry. I wish it were good.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Maybe next time in 2014.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. I'll bring up the point I did like a million years ago. I don't remember when I said it. That he took a risk, I think, with this because it is so unlike his previous work with Radiohead. And it's a very personal album, which I do feel a little bit bad that we just like trashed it.
Yeah.
Because it does seem like he wrote about his actual family stuff. But more power to him. I'm glad that he had an idea and a inspiration to make a solo album, and by gum, he did it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I just thought it was. I mean, great to hear about your family, Phil. But like, I just personally wasn't interested, and I think that like you share the same opinion.
Yeah.
We just don't want to hear about your family ever again, Phil. So no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just fuck off, Phil. That's it. That's all we need. It's not much.
I don't want to tell him to fuck off.
No, I'm just kidding. Phil, I know you're listening. You know we're buds. This is good-natured ribbing.
And Tom, I know you're listening to waiting to call in. Please just don't tell Phil that we said any of this.
Sorry, bud.
Anyway,
Yep.
this has been Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast about Radiohead. My name is Mace. I play music as Echo Vessel. I just found that out recently.
Oh, that's new? That's new to
Yeah.
you?
That's new to me. I didn't know that I played music as Echo Vessel.
Oh, hey. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're finding new avenues within yourself. Or something. I don't know.
You can find me online. I'm on kind of a social media break right now, but once I come back, you can find me at Echo Vessel on Twitter, at Echo Vessel on Instagram, 3 O's, fuck Echo Vessel.
Fuck Echo Vessel.
I hate him.
Hate him.
In 2020, my wish is for me to get the Echo Vessel Instagram handle back. Anyway.
Ooh, nice.
Nikki, you're a person.
You know, some have said that. The jury's still out on it, but I do music. I do music. I just shit music. You can find the do music at nickiflowers.bandcamp.com. In particular, I just released a single for my band, The Smiths. It is hard to say. It is a Smiths cover band, all synth, all the time, because Morrissey said once in an interview in the mid-'80s that he hated synthesizers, and I hate him because he's a fascist idiot. So I've dedicated my life to banishing him to the Shadow Realm. So
ruining
him. Yeah, just completely ruining him. You can pre-order The Smiths Return, SMYNTHS. You know, like Smiths, but synth. Yeah.
Hey!
That's nickiflowers.bandcamp.com. Every pre-order makes Morrissey shit his pants a little bit, so do your part, pre-order, and stay in school.
Stay in school. We run a label called Neodetritus. We actually announced The Smiths Return today.
Yep.
And we also released a video for Amethyst by Dogshirt. We've got an album by Valerie, Modeled Mountain, coming out this Friday.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then on the 31st,
we've got Dogshirt.
We got Dogshirt. Married
we have,
now.
Shirt Club coming very, very soon. I can't tell you the date just yet.
2020, Year of the Shirt.
Year of the Shirt. And then we've also got another album coming very soon that I can't talk to you about quite yet either. But it's coming. You know about it, Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
However, that's exciting. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I got another podcast called Radish. It's a show and tell podcast. It's 4 of us. If you've ever want to listen to four men talking about media, like if that interests you,
breaking new ground.
Something that's never happened before. 4 men talk about popular media, but I love them very much. It's a nice show to do. What's going on?
Did you hear that weird siren? It's like a different siren that basically Chicago's falling apart right now, but not in the way.
It's the police too.
It's God, the sequel. We should end this before they find us.
Anyway, that's us, I think, right? Next episode we're gonna be covering we're gonna be doing some dad rock.
Oh, we're gonna be doing some fucking dad rock with just a pinch of technology and computer.
A little bit of computer, but a lot of dad rock. It's basically Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs 2, the podcast, coming to you next week.
We're doing Atoms for Pieces Amok next episode, which is great. And we'll try to get it out less than 3 weeks from now, probably the week after this episode airs.
I want to say we guarantee it, but given our track record...
Weirder shit has happened. We had a whole episode that disappeared.
And who knows about this one? Maybe you're not even listening to it. Maybe we're just talking to nothing. Maybe we just don't... Maybe there's no meaning to life, and we're all just a bunch of atoms bouncing around. Maybe for peace, maybe for not. Maybe I'm rambling, and maybe we should end the episode.
Happy 2020. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.